Approximately 4 weeks ago, over 100 people were injured and 2 people lost their lives as a result of the bombing. My heart goes out to these victims and their families. I am so very drained. I do not think any of you can even begin to imagine what our lives are like. The media has portrayed my son as the person who has committed this crime. They have taken all privacy from us. They have taken all peace. The FBI follows his every move and watches my home constantly. And why? My son is innocent. Mr. President, please clear my son's name.
So what attracted you to this project?
What attracted me to this interview was hanging out with Tom. He's got a great Deftones t-shirt on. This project I wanted to do because you get to work with Clint Eastwood, plain and simple. If Clint was doing a cereal commercial, I would have ran and grabbed a bowl. So telling a story with Clint Eastwood was the main attraction. I didn't know that the story would be this impactful and that I'd get to play opposite Kathy and Sam. That was like not icing on the cake. That was like another cake on top of the cake. Yeah.
Did you know anything about the story before when you got approached?
I didn't know much. Weirdly enough, the only reason I knew this story was because I had followed what all these other actors were doing, and I knew that Jonah and Leo were going to play Richard and Watson. And so I was just looking forward to it as a movie. And then when they kind of became distant from the project, it was in the back of my mind that I thought, well, maybe someday if Jonah's off the project and they're still making it, I'll get to audition for it,
And when you kind of were approached about the role, was there lots to find? Is there lots of footage of the real Richard Jewell?
Oh, yeah. Thankfully, we're in the YouTube era where you can just, look up anybody and watch their videos and stuff. So the video footage was maybe the most helpful element to studying the character and trying to play the guy. Outside of that, we pored over photo albums and handwritten letters and talked to the real people who knew him. So there was a lot of material to kind of go off of. And
having been willing to grab a bowl to work with Clint, what was it like working with Clint?
Oh, it's the best job in Hollywood. You work 6 to 9 hour days. Everybody's in a good mood. Everybody is good at their job. And he both has the vision to tell you what we're trying to do, but he also has the malleability and comfortability to stand back and let you create and improvise and just bring life to the project.
And as you said, it's Kathy Bates and Sam Rockwell. I mean, how was that?
So cool. I'm a film nerd, so I'm looking at Sam and Kathy and I'm just like, The Green Mile and Misery. I'm working with two of the coolest, people that I've grown up watching, and thankfully they're very generous when it comes to how they work. They weren't kind of pigeonholing me or cornering me. They were letting me do my thing and collaborating really freely.
Because it's an intense. A lot of the time it is 3 of you together or just 2. So.
Yeah, that was intense. It was intense to kind of have that dynamic and to know that, you have to portray someone whose life has been upended by something that they can't even explain.
Well, obviously his mother and the real Watson are still around. I mean, what was it like spending time with them?
Oh, thank God Bobby and Watson and Nadia, they're all still here to help tell this story, and they did. Having them on set, visiting set and giving little pointers or pieces of information was very emboldening and helpful, and sometimes it's those little details that matter, and they were very generous in giving all those bits and pieces to us. I heard that they liked the film a lot, that there was a lot of crying and even laughing while watching it, and they sort of felt like they had Richard back for 2 hours, which is sad but also awesome, I mean,
having had his story kind of mistold in real time, it must be nice to sort of set the record straight. to a certain extent.
Yeah, this is a victory lap. You know, they're not. I'm sure they still mourn the loss of Richard, but they're also celebrating the spirit of Richard. That he had this chivalry, and this heart, and this good sense of right and wrong. That was almost naive but beautiful. You know, so I think the film captures that.
Richard, you're a national hero now.
Thank you, sir. But I was just doing my job.
You always look at the guy who found the bomb, just like you always look at the guy who found the body.
Jewell fits the profile of the lone bomber.
A frustrated white man who is a police wannabe who seeks to become a hero.
We're running it.
You're a suspect.
You don't talk. I talk. Say it.
I don't talk.
This might be the only way to clear your name. I want you to say there's a bomb in Centennial Park. You have 30 minutes.
Stop trying to be their best friend.
I was raised to respect authority.
Authorities are looking to eat you alive.
There's a bomb in Centennial Park. You have 30 minutes.
I'm sorry, what?
His accusers are two of the most powerful forces in the world. The United States government and the media.
I do want to help y'all. I'm law enforcement, too. There is a bomb in Centennial Park. You have 30 minutes.
Did he do it?
Richard Jewell is an innocent man. He's a hero.
There is a bomb in Centennial Park. You have 30 minutes.
One more time, just a little louder.
I report the facts.
You've ruined this man's life.
There is a bomb in Centennial Park. You have 30 minutes.
Do a couple in a row.
My son saved people's lives.
There is a bomb in Centennial Park. You have 30 minutes.
You set that bomb.
There is a bomb in Centennial Park. You have 30 minutes.
I don't know how to protect you.
I think your client is guilty as hell.
They want to fry you. You ready to start fighting back?